Your tax money, $7 billion of it over 10 years, goes to illegal immigrants. There is a new bill in Congress to prevent fraudulent child tax refunds that illegals get in the form of a treasury check. Representative Kevin Brady from Texas pushing that bill. He joins us now from Houston. Congressman, I'll get to your bill in a second, but first of all, I want to know, how does the money flow to the children of illegal immigrants?
Well, right now we have a refundable child tax credit, which is not just a less liability on your tax bill, it's actually a check that comes from Treasury. These are for people whose tax liability is so low that the government actually sends them help. Unfortunately, about 15% of all the help for these children goes to illegal immigrants. This loophole costs us, as you said, about $7.5 billion, and the Treasury itself says this is an area of fraud that we have to move to close.
The children themselves may be born in America and full-fledged American citizens, but it's their parents who are illegal, and they're the ones who get the check. Is that correct?
Well, not exactly. What we require under this, closing the loophole, is that you have a valid Social Security number for your child to make sure that your tax dollars actually get to a child who is here legally and deserves that help. Unfortunately, right now they're using taxpayer identification numbers. Those are rife with fraud, have nothing to do with citizenship. So this is a way of ensuring our tax dollars aren't siphoned off for those who, frankly, aren't eligible for it.
So if the child of an illegal immigrant had a valid Social Security number, then the illegal immigrant parents would still get the check under your bill.
The child would get the child always gets the help if you're a legal citizen. That's who it is focused on. But what the Inspector General tells us is that about 15%, about $7.5 billion of these dollars go to those who aren't eligible. And the truth of the matter is, we don't have enough money to help those that we're trying to help in America. This loophole needs to be closed.
Now, you submitted this as a bill to the House, I take it, and what chance of its success?
Actually, the Ways and Means Committee voted out two bills to close two fraud loopholes, one dealing with Obamacare, this one with the tax code. It is now going to the House floor in the next week or two. We expect Democrats to oppose it on a party line vote, but it's unfortunate because fraud is fraud, and here we are a week after most people work feverishly to finish their tax forms and send their checks to Uncle Sam. We ought to insist that their money be used as the law intends.
Congressman, you will be attacked. You will be attacked on the grounds that you are harming children, won't you?
Well, I'll tell you what, there is not enough money, frankly, to help those who deserve it and who the law is targeted to help. So when it's siphoned off for those who are not here legally to those who don't deserve it, it's only the poor and the very needy who get hurt.
Kevin Brady, Republican Congressman from Texas, as always. Thanks for joining us, sir. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Stuart.
We want to hear what you think about all of this. Varney at foxbusiness.com. That's how